Okay, let's talk about step 6, which is the value stage. And this is where you make them want what you've got. There's two key things that you need to focus on in the value stage, and this is all about demonstrating the value in such a way that the prospect really sees that this is incredibly high perceived value for them. So what you need to know is, what is the central product? Now, I say central product because you may have a range of products, but you really want to focus on just one at a time. It's what's called one decision marketing, or in this case, one decision sales. You want that person to just be making one focused decision to buy or not buy. And I'm going to show you a way that you can actually have them choose between you and you in just a little while. It's a very, very powerful technique. So, what's the central product? Now, that might be your coaching program. That might be a specific type of car. That might be a seminar that you want them to attend. It could be anything. Whatever the main product is, that's your central product. Just get very, very clear on that. The second thing that you need to be clear on is your value-added bonuses. You see, people love bonuses. There's all kinds of sayings that come around this, like sell the sizzle, not the steak, which means, sell the benefits and not the product itself. And high perceived value bonuses often add incredible benefit to your sale. Now, the value of the bonuses should exceed the price of the product by about a 10 times margin. So let's put that into context. If you're selling something and that costs $1,000, you should be giving $10,000 worth of bonuses on average. The second thing that you want to focus on here is how you're going to offer your particular program. Now, I recommend, where possible, that you use a two-tiered product offering. That means a basic version and a deluxe version. And maybe the only difference is, in the deluxe version, they get personal access to you, or they get an extended warranty, or they get, one or two other extremely high perceived value bonuses that they cannot get at the basic version. So as an example, I sold some training at one of my live seminars, and that was $7,500. And for $25,000, which is the deluxe version, they got the same training plus a whole truckload of actual personal access to me. So at the basic level, they didn't get personal access to me. There was no personal coaching. They couldn't contact me by phone. But at the deluxe level, the $25,000 level, they could contact me by phone whenever they wanted and send emails. And I actually had people come to my house for a 2-day intensive coaching session. So as you can see, extremely high perceived value to my clients. So the other reason that a two-tiered product offering is so cool is because if you only have one product, then this is the thought process that goes through people's minds. Okay, do I buy your product or do I buy your competitor's product? And that's the choice, you or your competitor. If you have a two-tiered product offering, then this is what happens. Instead of thinking, do I buy your product or your competitor's product, now they're thinking, do I buy your product or do I buy your other product? And that is much cooler. You want people choosing between you and you, not you and your competitors. So that's a key take home right there. Have people choose between you and you, not you and your competitors. Okay, let's talk about exactly how to demonstrate the value of your offering. The first thing that you need to do is ground the product. And this basically means explain why and how you created that particular product. Step 2 is to introduce the product, and this is where you basically tell them what it's called and what it is. And step 3 is to engage their imagination, or have them imagine that they're actually using it and benefiting from it at some point in the near future. Step 4 is to explain the package inclusions. So this is the central product plus all of the bonuses, and spell out exactly what they get. And in step 5, you're going to explain how it works. So actually go into detail on what it is that your product does and how it actually gets the results that you're claiming that it does. After that, which is step 6, you're going to explain when it's delivered. So it's either going to be instant delivery or they need to wait for it. If they need to wait for it, you need to make sure that there's something physical that they can have immediately. So if you're selling at a seminar, for example, you could give them a CD or a DVD or a manual or something. I've made it as simple sometimes as a printed letter with a link where they can go online to access a range of online bonuses. As long as you give them something physical to take away in their hands, people are happy, and this is a customer stick strategy. So what we're doing is preempting refunds later down the line by making people leave with something in their hands they feel something's been delivered to them. Step 7 is you're going to qualify customers. So the way to do this is you explain what your product is and what it isn't, and who it's for and who it's not for. This is called takeaway selling. It's extremely powerful. So I say things like, this product is for business owners and life coaches who want to sell more and make more money and work a lot less and have a fantastic lifestyle. And here's who it's not for. It's not for tire kickers. It's not for someone who wants to just come and go, oh, that's interesting, and I'll just have a look, and maybe I'll look at someone else's program. It's not for whingers and moaners. So it's not for people who are going to get into my program and then complain, and need their hands held like a little baby. It's not for people who have a magic pill mentality who expect this to solve all of the problems that they have in their life. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm closing the door on certain types of people, and that's very, very powerful. Step 9 is to explain why they need to buy today. So this is really to introduce some scarcity and urgency. So maybe you've used a limitation, a limiter, or an incentive. So you've either limited the numbers or the time that this is available, or you've added some extra incentives such as bonuses that are going to go away after you finish your sales presentation or your seminar presentation or your phone call or your face-to-face talk. So some kind of incentive or limitation so that they understand why they must buy today, right now, immediately. Step 9 is proof. So you must prove that you're credible and that you know what you're talking about. And the best way to do this, 2 best ways, are case studies and testimonials. Case studies are examples of people who've used your product and got a certain result, and testimonials is third-party proof where people are saying how good you and your services are and how much they've benefited from being involved with you. And the final step, step 10, is guarantee. Now, the bigger and bolder the guarantee, the better and the more you'll sell. The numbers really support a very, very proactive, strong guarantee. You must remove all risk for your customers. To the extent that you take all of the risk and they have none, it will dramatically explode the number of orders that come in. So there you have it. There's my 10-step process for demonstrating the value and making people want what you've got.